Hello everyone, this is Shrike playing more Commander Quest. And I don't know if you'll notice, but I have gotten a new microphone. I've done some tests and some tweaks of it, and I think it sounds pretty good now, but let me know in the comments what you think of it. I'll be doing that for the next 4 videos here as we go over my favorite starting relics and commander skills and strategies for all the dwarves. We've already done it for the humans. Now the difference between Richard Daneaxe and his human counterpart is you don't get the 3 lions flag. So you can't do the 3 lions flag plus Oxford Knights get 9 Oxford Knights combo anymore. But he does have Steelbeard. Now Steelbeard on release used to give +1/+1, so you also got attack for it, and it was absurdly strong. They did nerf it, so it's just health now. I don't like it nearly as much. So I think I'm going to go with Lion's Roar and Giant's Cross. It's quite a good combo because Mountain Goat Calves, which the humans obviously don't get, do have last wheel spawn 1 Shield Bearer. They do stick around longer, which means that's more turns for us to have things on the battlefield that can get buffed and therefore benefit from both of these. It is slightly better. To keep in line with the other videos of this, I'm going to be on stage 11. Very middle of the road, but still get some interesting difficulty spikes, but overall should be relatively smooth for someone of my skill level. That's what this many hours into the game. So let's start. Since I switched from humans to dwarves, these rewards swapped over. I could obtain a random card or get 100 gold. I'll start with 100 gold. I think it's fine. Well, I can see the letter right down here on the bottom, which leads up to a danger battle for extra rewards and a rest site for enhancements. And then we can get another enhancement here. I'll probably go to this event rather than the battle because we're doing a lot of battles early on. And then we could go to the shop if we have a lot of money, which we probably will at that point, or we could go to Wacky Lab. We'll see how our deck looks. Either one could work. Okay. I'm not sure what the staple of our deck will be. Mountain goats are pretty decent, but they're not overly powerful on their own. Once you upgrade them to be 4 attack and like 24 health, then they can start being a little more efficient, but I'm going to put the sheep up here so it can just be alive for later when we do roar. So since some of these died, they dropped shield bearers. Although only one of them still survived even after that. Maybe 2? Maybe 2 survived? Yeah. So if I were to roar now, I've got more things on the board than it had those been light cap, for instance. And this Giant Cross works for any buff, not just Lion's Roar. So Aggressive Metallurgy also works. But I think I might just want more stuff on the board. Although +3 HP lets things survive quite a lot. And you know what, we'll do it to show it off. So these guys get +3 attack and from the roar, and then +3 additional health. And then we clean up all of that. Unfortunately, these archers are messing us up. And the sheep gets it too, naturally. Now, I could have played more miners to try and get the 20 steel to play the shield breakers. But I don't think there's really much need to. We will most likely just be doing this kind of buff, but maybe not. I wait for things to group up. They're not really going to group up very well. There you go. The sheep actually got the final kill. Steel Allegiance. We don't have much steel generation right now, but we could get it later. Tempting Offer is pretty good. I wish it was enhanced. The problem with Steel Allegiance is that it just doesn't solve many problems for us. But I think in the future, we can make it work. Our goal is going to be to delete miners and replace them with either steel diggers or contract miners. Because they're just much more efficient sources of steel. And miners aren't remarkable in any way, shape, or form. Alright, we got a bunch of goblin hordes here. I do not have much in the way of stuff, so I'll play our sheep back here so it can hopefully live for the future when we... Never mind, it died. I could have played it later, but I think this is fine too. With all this stuff being alive, I think a roar would be really good. Well, unfortunately, we lost a bunch of our archers. And these guys are going to flood in. I mean, it's probably still worth it. I can steal allegiance, roar. So they really benefit from, because they get 2 protection. That extra attack is really good on them, but we won without it, so. Tribal merchant, I'll take that. Wow, I didn't draw very much stuff here, huh? Not mana efficient, that's for sure. But oh well. Sometimes you just draw like that. We also don't have any direct damage to kill these things easily. Now, we do have a lot of shielded stuff. Well, kind of indirectly. The shield bearers that drop from these guys are shielded, and our... What are they called? Steel Allegiance. They are also shielded. Okay, well, if I can play something, yeah, okay, this could be pretty good value. To roar. Miners are considerably stronger when you can buff them +3/+3. Once again, our Steel Allegiance just about to be useful, and then they didn't actually contribute. Strategic resource is pretty good. It always replaces itself for free, so it never is really taking up a spot in your deck. But if you spend steel, you can actually draw 2 as well. And when you enhance it, draw 3. Tavern Keeper, I don't like that much. You only get 1 of them. It's not area damage. You have to have a lot of grog, and you have to play the grog specifically on him. There's a better base card that does a similar effect. So we'll just take the card draw. We probably won't use it for card draw very much, but until we get a lot more steel generation. I've got no relics yet. No relics is kind of sad. Well, this helps a bit. I just need to delay the top guys a little bit. They are 3 speed. Okay, I only lost 1 archer from that. I like that. Do I want to buff? I mean, buffing's probably a really good idea. Will they group up enough for this to be worthwhile? Kind of. So they should do big damage to him now. They're all melee, so even though the Bridge Keeper is... Ooh. Let's roar again. So now these are 9/9s. The sheep is a 7/7. which is incredible value overall. Patrolman is quite nice. It is free placement, and Comet Wine can be used for attack damage up, which I will remind you, attack damage up will trigger Giant Cross as well. So that's really plus attack and plus 3 health. Very, very good. Well, I don't have anything good here to start with. That's a concern. I don't think we're going to be able to kill it unless I roar. But if I roar, then I won't have mana to use it anyways, so we'll just take 10 HP. Maybe by the time I need the roar again, we'll be okay. Well. These are all 1/1 goblins. So every bit of health we get is really, really strong. Well, I'm going to put the sheep back here just because I don't have any bust for him right now anyways. I'll get us to 20 steel so we can play our steel costing minions in the future. Okay, he's going to roll down. I'm going to paper so I don't take damage from the boulder. These will be faster, I think. We should get roar back. It'll be great for all this. Ooh. I'll be 1 mana short. If I want to play this as well. Yeah. I mean, I could mana jelly. It's excessive. I don't really need to, so I'll just do this. It's fine. That's more than enough damage regardless. Gain a random grog card every time 4 grog cards are used. I mean, okay. I don't have that much grog generation right now. Gain 5 steel each time a grog card's used. Side path search. Side path search is generally really useful. But I'm gonna look for something a little more impactful right now. Another mountain goat, Cav. We don't have the mana to support. We need steel. There we go. Guild support is what we're going to absolutely want to enhance immediately. That way, it gives me 2 contract miners plus, which give us 10 steel each. So just that 1 card gives us 20 steel. Enhance 2 random cards or the Builder's Hammer. We don't have any base cards right now. Enhancing 2 random cards is just... It could be really good. It could also just give us enhanced miners, which we don't care that much about, but I'll try. Oh, look, a miner. Oh, hey, this got improved. At least that's nice. It's not the best card ever to enhance. Hey, a relic. Nice. I like that. Shamshir. You could argue for the other one, but I am more likely... yeah, let's just make this free. I'm more likely to get the Healing Spring base card. I've got $200. There's nothing I super want to put into the Wacky Lab right now. But I think we go to the shop instead. I need 240 to delete 2 cards, so I can't actually delete 2 cards. I can only delete 1. If I do 180, this becomes 30% cheaper. So I'll take 27 gold off of that price. What are the odds that I'm going to save 180 gold total through this run? Just to break even? Probably not very likely. So I'm not gonna bother buying it. We're just gonna remove one miner. We're 5 gold short. That's kind of sad, but I'm gonna buy this so we can at least put our gold to use. Even if I don't go to shops. I don't really need the bandage. It's not a terrible idea to have, but we can always pick it up later if need be. We're highly likely to, at the very least. Aggressive metallurgy being cheaper would be really nice. If only because then it's infinitely more playable. Getting more steel for our gold, though, is also really good, so... Well, we have a little bit of free placement, but not really enough to deal with these effectively. Fun thing I can do, though, is Siege Tower the Shield Breaker. It costs steel, but I'm paying 1 mana. Put it in the tower and put it on top of the hill. I can patrolmen. They're just gonna get immediately killed by these archers. Is a little bit sad, but I think what I'll do is I'm gonna slow this down. When this lands on top, I need to play this, play this, play this, and then they all get buffed slightly. This allows them to survive longer. Shamshir is going to trigger. I'm going to play this first. I probably should have played the archers down here, but oh well. We get another trigger Shamshir. Probably put these here just to get the steel generation going and to wall for our archers slightly. Oh yeah, Shamshir now becomes way better. This is +1 attack and +3 health every time it triggers. That's kind of incredible. It's actually stupendous. I think I'm gonna just... Ooh. Yeah, look at that. Wow, okay, our stuff can get really powerful really fast. It's also applying to the battering ram. But the stuff on top is still kind of being a bother. I'm gonna have to start killing some of it. But we can probably break through this relatively quickly. Probably nothing I can draw that I care about, but hey, that works. Right, this is good. I'm not going to bother spending our gold unless we really see a huge benefit from it, which I don't think we will. These things are incredible because they've got so much HP from the buffs and attacks, and they're shielded from these archers. It's really, really strong. One more for the Shamshir. And then I've got enough steel, and then I can roar, making everything even more powerful. These are 736 shielded. Wow. Holy crap. Shamshir with this is actually incredible. I never would have actually thought about that ahead of time. Every little buff is just so much better with Giant Cross. Well, he's not going to live very long. Everybody just gets another +3 health. Look at that. Can we draw? Alright, good enough. That was all excessive because we're just going to kill him now, but it is fun to see numbers go up. Red Notice is Our deck is actually relatively cheap in terms of mana cost. Let's red notice. More units means more things get buffed by Shamshir and Dragon Cross and Lion's Roar, etc. Owlbear, I mean, is more expensive. Owlbear with Shamshir and give it constantly more health. I get 2 of them because of red letter. Red notice. It's red notice. Let's take a random relic. We've got a lot of HP. Get gold. Or the +1/+1. I don't... Oh, I wonder if that activates Giant Cross. You know what? Let's find out. Not like I super duper need gold. Gold's always nice, but you can never guarantee there's going to be shops. We want to go up this way. Down here, drop the letter off. Then we can go up here. Yeah, another enhancement, another Wacky Lab. Or I could do Wacky Lab and shop, but I think we're going to spend our... We're just going to focus on spending our gold. For steel. Most likely. Well, whatever I play is going to get buffed by the Shamshir immediately. I would really like to get our steel generation going, so I probably won't Owlbear turn 1. What I'm going to do is wait just a second here. I don't want it to shoot the barricade. That's the only thing. All right. I mean, that's good. So Shamshir activated. It doesn't look like Undying Amber applied. Or like it does apply, but it just does the 1/1. It doesn't give the health. Two, 3, yeah. Otherwise, he would have more HP than that. Okay. So that does not trigger Giant Cross. Gotcha. It would be kind of busted if it did, but it would also be cool. Yeah, I could use this just to... So yeah, that's worthwhile. Wow, those are big. Well, I don't need to get steel, so we'll just do this instead. Oh, my sheep. I could have included them in this buff. It doesn't matter. We're going to just kill them anyways. Very, very easily. Oh, no need for me to spend HP. Don't travel migrant, a trench, or sacrifice plus. I think I just do the travel migrant. The more mana stones we get, the more our Shamshir triggers. Assume 30 health, get the golden pill. Grant 1 attack damage to ally units when an ally commander's health is below half. Do you think that triggers the Giant Cross? I don't know. Probably not, but we can easily afford to give up 30 health. All right, what do I want to experiment on? I mean, Steel Allegiance, maybe? These aren't great. I guess more attack speed is really cool. Volatile would be pretty bad. Only getting 1 unit would also be bad. Well, going from 2 speed to 1 speed, that's not the biggest downside. That just gives me more turns to buff them. We don't have a whole lot in our opening hand, so I guess I'll just Owlbear it up. Give it some sheep over there. I wish I had Beast Claw. But hey, they're doing fine, even without that. We can get our steel generation going. 20 steel, just like that. Which lets us play Steel Legions. And now they're all going to get buffed again. It just stacks up so well. Well, that's an unfortunate draw, but I could roar. This is a lot of stuff. Just to be mana efficient. Not because we needed to. Simply incredible. For 1040s. 7.5s. Oh, hey. I got a random grog from the bell. And he's dead. You can see how much value we get out of these buffs. Oh, Healing Spring. Yeah, I think... Especially since we're buffing everything's health so much. Being able to Healing Spring to get them back to full health means things can snowball in our favor greatly. Okay, all his units are drunk. We don't have the greatest opening hand. I can draw one to see. Okay, I mean, that actually helps quite a lot. I can do... what would I rather have be buffed more? How much HP damage? Oh, this is good. Because now they got 6 health. They can't charge through instantly. And I'm going to buff all these. Wow. The archers can shoot, being able to shoot across that lane is just kind of wild. I think it's because the path like winds back on itself. That must be it. The way they did it must be based on coordinates and not like being in a specific collision area, maybe. Who knows? Who can really say? I would like to play Healing Spring. I also really want to aggressive metallurgy because it's or roar. Roaring is really, really good here. We can make short work of his units. And our steel legions are 939 with protection. Like an owlbear for funsies. I mean, I can do this, spend 10 gold to get 30 steel, which I don't need, but it will buff everything because of Sham Shear. And I can even play this. All right. I effectively spent 10 gold. Give everybody +1 attack, +3 health. That seems like a good trade to me. Don't need to do it anymore, but hey, get 10 health back too. Solid. That was a really, really good battle. Remove 2 cards. Don't mind if I do. 2 basic miners. We're gonna need a little more steel generation. Ooh, defensive metallurgy. Hell yeah. That's protection and extra health. And that protection can apply to our hero, our commander. Let's get some relics. Cogwheel or silver cloak? I mean, cogwheel is really, really strong. But I really like silver cloak for the hidden chapter boss. Because look how much stuff costs 1 or less, or just costs steel. Basically, almost everything. That allows me to just play them and not take any damage during the final chapter. Which is very safe. The cogwheel is dangerous, but very powerful. Okay, well, we're definitely going to owlbear, so I just need to make sure... Question is, do I want to place it up here and let it get shot a whole bunch? I think I'm fine with that. They might be able to clear this entire path on their own, especially if I Healing Spring. I don't have any way to kill these piercing guys right now. Well, I do. No, it's not great, though. Gotta spend my money doing that. Healing Spring. I might want to give the protection to my commander. Kaboom. Just to be a little bit on the safe side. So even if these guys don't manage to do it, which looks like they won't be able to do it, they will shoot me in the face, get counterattacked, and die that way. I think those owlbears will be just fine up top. Don't need to worry about them. I'm gonna draw for the sake of... I don't know. Yeah, those owlbears put in work up top. And they're slowly healing up. Now we're breaking through on all sides. Now's a really good time to roar. But let me draw... Okay, whatever. Buff these. There you go. No point in spending our money, but... 10-6. Whoa! That's always satisfying when that happens. You get gold each time your commander takes damage. I'm gonna roll for something better. Crack shield? I'll take that. Hey, Steel Digger. Ooh, random food. I'll take the Steel Digger, though. More steel, the better. We could eventually get a Cataphract, but we only have a single Mountain Goat Cav. It's unlikely to actually happen. I don't have any structures. I could end up getting like catapults or something eventually, but probably not. Common cards no longer appear. Spiked armor. I don't think we care about spiked armor. If things are hitting us in the face, we've messed up, most likely. I think Healing Spring Plus is just too strong to pass up on when I'm giving so much extra health to all of my units. What do we want to experiment on? Great question. Making the owlbear cheaper would be nice. I didn't get it. Extra range is cool. Move speed is actually fast. Owlbears are terrifying, so... Reduce health by 10. I mean, that's perfectly fine. 70 versus 80. We're going to buff them back up to more than that anyways. Oh, this battle is a little bit challenging. A little bit challenging. I would like to owlbear. They are faster. You know what? It might actually be worth it to use our mana jelly here. Play this. The owlbears will tank these shots, no problem. At least for a little while. Then I can buff them some more. And they can get a lot of HP from that. I really should have had the sheep included in that. Oh well. Can draw multiple. I get some more mana. Ooh. Defensive metallurgy. There you go. Now we should just win. Wow, this is incredibly strong. Goblin hordes are actually not a bad idea in this deck. Direct damage is also a pretty reasonable idea because we have no way to deal with stealth units right now. I kind of hate to do that, but it's not a high value draw. It's more like we're hedging our bets against a niche threat that can happen. Plus, it is useful in more than that case when they've got archers that are spawning constantly. Volatile mountain goats. Well, I'll play them. We'll get our steel generation going. We're not going to make very good progress on turn 1. Oh, hey. Rain of arrows. There you go. Solve that problem. That's volatile, so I'm going to lose that, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Well, we just lost all of our buffs. You can do that. Owlbear is volatile. I guess I'm just going to play it then. Because I'm definitely going to want that later. Okay, 1 down. Owlbear is stuck behind our archers and it's just going to burn to death. Okay. Healing springs, yes. Mana, yes. Yes, sir. I don't get 2 protection, but that's okay. Seems good to me. I do have to worry about this stuff down here. I don't know if this will be enough. That plus HP is just... Oh my god, it's so good. Although, these piercing shots are going to just absolutely demolish us, so... let's try and kill them with this. Nope, good enough. We can roar next turn probably. Well, all the buffs are gone. That is the one downside. He's going to burn his own units alive, which is great for us. Sheep gets spawned. Do this and then roar. Could protection. Wait, I can do both. Guess protection on these would be the best bet. Give him 2 protection. Do this and then roar. 811 with 2 protection each. 739s. Lots and lots of buffs. Might even be enough to kill. Yeah, it is. Easily. Relic. Okay, we need mana. Less card choices is fine. There's the catapult I could get. I mean, it's 2 catapults. And it solves a lot of problems in the future. Let's take the damage and... I can get a lot of gold for skipping card rewards. I say a lot, but not really. We only have 1 chapter left. I might not even have a shop to go to. Taking +3 max HP at the end of battle, it's fine, but we just spent 20 HP. We're not going to do enough combat for that to matter. I just gave this to me again, so okay, fine. Let's see. Let's prioritize going to a shop then. Or multiple shops. Yeah, we don't really need to go to the Wacky Lab, huh? Although catapult is really good to put into Wacky Lab. I also need to enhance it. So, well, yeah, let's focus on the shops. I think that's reasonable. We get another battle here as well. Now, what am I going to do with the shops? I don't know. I want to go to the other shop, so I need to go up this way. There you go. All right, we got a couple combats. Now, in Chapter 3, things have a lot more health on the enemy side. So we do have to be a little bit... Ooh, play the Steel Digger first. So we can get the buff. And play this. Do I want to roar or protection? I think protection's better. Now I could play this, but I have to play down here. Well, everything has protection, so if this blows up, I guess my face will take 20 damage, which is not ideal. But, oh well. Let's draw. See what we get. Okay. I won't have enough steel to support that. So I'm thinking instead I just roar. If I play a card, everything gets a Shamshir increase, so maybe I save the roar for next turn. Oh, it exploded. I took 20 damage. That's kind of shitty, but oh well. These guys still have protection, so I'm going to buff them instead. And now if I roar, we just kill him. I took 20 damage from an unlucky explosion, but Snake Licker, I don't need it. Double number of steel gained. I do like that. Oops, I have to go here first. Which HP do they have? 18, but they're shielded, so 20 damage from a let loose doesn't actually kill them. However, I don't really have anything better to play. I could Lines for, but there's not a huge reason to. And now, because now I can play a lot more stuff. Healing Spring Plus. I can shoot these guys in the back, probably. Buff these. Ooh. Can, at least make those drunk. Maybe I should Alliance for it instead, but this is fine. Yep. Okay, swap them around. Sure. Yeah, I can let loose. Yeah, they're not getting the buffs because they're just structures. I think it's better to... I mean, protection will let them hit twice versus giving them +4 attack. It is better to protection. And then they get a buff anyways from the Shamshir. Ooh, healing food. I like that. Moonshine production. Gain 2 random grog cards. Yes, I want this. Remove 1 modified card. Last will effects activate twice. That would just be our goats. Or every deploy effect activates twice. We want that. Oh, I can get rid of a mine. I can just get rid of a regular old miner for that. Or get rid of our rain of arrows. Kind of want to keep the rain of arrows, actually. So... Goodbye, miner. Every deploy effect activates twice. Which, this means this guy now gets 4 protection. The miner gives 10 steel. The contract, our tribal merchants give us 2 mana stones each. Our contract miners give us 20 steel each. Steel digger gives us 40 steel. We're going to be swimming in steel now, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we want. Ooh, I get some choices here too. You know, I've never taken the regular shield carrier. And it's just kind of decent. Like, it's not a bad card. But the other ones are always so enticing. So, like, Red Troll. It does area damage. It has the built-in heal, the full HP at the end of the turn, which we already have from the base card, Healing Spring. A Bloodlust Orc gets really, really massive, but that can honestly just backfire on us in the Hidden Chapter boss. So maybe I will just take the Shield Carrier. It only costs 1 mana. I get 4 of them. I've never had it before. I've literally never had that card in my deck. I've always taken the other 2, so let's do something different. Unfortunately, it's too late to be able to actually put it into, ooh, the Wacky Lab. Well, let's draw 1 just because we can. Well, I can have some sheep get buffed alongside. Okay, well, they're going to be strong. I'm going to be threatened by these. I don't want to use this right now because it will proc our crack shield. And obviously, I don't want that to happen. Double our steel generation. Wow, that doesn't help us at all right now. Oh, I get double brew too. Now I could crack shield for 1 health, then all these guys run into me and die. Counterattack. And I don't take any additional damage. And these shield walls did a great job against these archers. Alright, well, we're going to get a ton of steel. What we would really like to draw is our catapult. Maybe I could have Lion's Roared there. But I did not. And these guys, when they survive, they get healed to full, so great value in that regard. Owl bears. We got tons and tons of steel now. I may as well wound all these guys. Why not? Oh, 2 random grog cards. That wasn't quite what I wanted, but it works. This is what I wanted. Thank you. And there's absolutely 0 reason for me to not Lion's Roar in this case. And we can just win. That went exceedingly well. I only took a single point of damage. Restore 5 health when you consume food. Okay. I could use that. Tribal Shaman. I can put what I want back on top of the deck. That could be key. That's a powerful effect. Alright, we get to remove some more cards if we want to. I can get a coupon again. Clamp. Clamp will mostly hurt us because our deck is so cheap. I don't think I need the mining contract. Strategist would be nice if it was improved, but it's not. I don't think we need overtime pay anymore. I really don't. I think I can just delete it. I mean, I probably don't need from coin to steel either, but could be clutch. Maybe I'll keep them. I don't know. Get rid of the basic miner. Let's get rid of a bolt spitter too. Let's thin our deck out so we have the highest quality we can. Get rid of this and take the turtle soup instead. Now we do want to enhance our steel catapults, so it's considerably more affordable to use them. Steel catapults really embody what the dwarves are good at. Oh, hey, missed a guy. That is nice. Yeah, this one should be totally fine for us, I think. I don't really see much to worry about. Let me draw 2, because I can. And I put put this on top and this on top. I really don't need to pile up steel, but this is pretty good value. I admit. We're gonna have a lot of mana stones available next turn. Which is fine by me. What did they copy? Just tribal shamans? Okay. Yeah, that sure is a lot of mana stones. Kill all those. Wow, that's so many. Okay, let's draw 3 cards. I'm not gonna have enough tile space. Or like summon tiles. So I'm just gonna roar, I guess. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Melted him. They probably should have focused on these guys. Not that it matters much. Get the protection, get some random grog, attack speed, sure. Can damage these guys, killing a lot of them. Can damage buff some more. Actually, I went through all my steel that fast. All right. But absolutely no threat. Random base card. I think we're happy with what we have. Enhance each base card you get. Well, probably not going to get any. Ooh, hurling insult. We do have a bit of grog going on here. The odds of us making great use of that are not fantastic. We need our units beside the hidden chapter boss. Make them drunk with comet wine, probably. And then hurling insults. It's so much setup for not a lot of payoff. Giant eagle. We can definitely use that. I'm going to skip the food. Remove 1 card and gain 25 gold. What would I remove at this point? I kind of like everything in our deck. Everything has a pretty good purpose. I guess the metallurgy is still not that useful, but... Rain of Arrows is going to lose its value. Not right now. For once, I'm not going to remove a card. I think our deck is good as is. Can't afford anything, really. Get strategist. Does cost us 1 mana, but I could actually enhance it right now. If I didn't want... Steel Allegiance getting... I believe this would end up with 8 protection. Because we got the double deploy effect. Making aggressive metallurgy cost 1 is better for the final chapter boss. Because we've got the silver cloak. So it won't actually cost us any life. And we've got the easier of the 2 chapter 3 bosses. Generally speaking. So, let me draw. 4 mana. I mean, we can definitely make this happen. I would like to put a torch out. I don't think that's really going to happen. I think we're just going to do it this way. It's just too good to pass up. These guys won't reach us in 1 turn, so... Now we have got all of these buff tiles. Which I can definitely use. I can draw. I need to put some torches out. I didn't really plan it out very well. It just means they're fast. But not fast enough. We are very strong. These have 15 attack. I think I'd rather the owlbears. Just deal with up top. Do this. Let's put mana stones on top, I guess, and defensive metallurgy. Now, I could give these protection and probably just... No, there's no way. Even with protection, we're not going to chew through that much HP. So there's no reason to be greedy. We will win this. We just don't need to rush. Good enough. That's a lot of damage. We got our mana stones anyways. Go get them, sheep. Not quite. Okay. This is fine. It's actually nothing to be worried about. And he's got 40 health. I was gonna say if I drew the catapult, I could kill him, but it really doesn't matter what I draw at this point. We will just kill him. Kill him. Has a lot of mana stones. I don't really need. What? We can roar some more? 1420s with 2 protection. Nice. So, Alembic is interesting because everything will cost mana, or it will cost health. Anything that doesn't cost... Anything that costs 1 or less will just not do anything to us. I'm going to try it. Why not? Protect is very cheap. Will you restore health? We should probably do that. Let's enhance a card. Anything that I could lower the cost of would be nice, but doesn't really look like it. So what do I want to be more powerful or more of? I'll give 60 steel. I mean, this is just going to be free now, so... I mean... Retain wouldn't be a bad idea. Send 2 cards from the discard pile to the top of the draw pile. Oh, I could stack my entire next hand with that, basically. Because it's a deploy effect, so it happens twice. That's why I was getting to pick 2 instead of 1 there. And then I'd be able to pick 4 instead of 2 if I enhanced it. I could just be like, hey, my next hand, I want exactly these 4 cards. Alright, that's fun. What's our last relic going to be? We have a lot of relics now, considering how few we started with. Summon 5 extra units on the same turn, or let's get HP. Get HP. We don't need to dilute our deck with random infantry cards. All right, the Eternal God. Yeah, look at this. This costs 2, because normally it would cost 3. What's he gonna do? 5 damage to me? Sure. Oh, right. They cost 1 because... Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna put those on top. Do I roar this turn? I think he's gonna do conversion. I think I saved the roar. I don't think it's worth a little bit of extra damage I'll do. Okay. Oh, this thing is useless now. That's unfortunate. That is... Our steel is actually useless now. Uh-oh. He's gonna convert, yeah. Uh-oh. I may have messed up. Oh, yeah. Olympic was a mistake, huh? It was a very bad mistake. Like mana stones? These don't help me any. I guess they let us get things buffed, but that's about it. We can always use our protection on our face. That's a nice... We can always draw 3 cards. He's going to be afraid. So the thing with the highest attack power is going to die and hit us in the face, but we'll protection anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Now let me roar. Roaring still costs mana, interestingly enough. Then I do this. Spend 2. I've got 2 protection. I'll kill 1 thing. Doesn't matter. He's gonna make himself invulnerable, right? Yep. Take the 1 health to play this. Seems good. Draw. can get a lot of steel, but oh god, it costs no, it's so bad. I need protection for that to be worthwhile. Uh-oh. Well, I should have played this along with it. I did not. I think a lot of our units are just going to suicide on him because he'll be unkillable. Yeah, all my steel cards are now useless. That is... I didn't think through with the Alembic. I really didn't think through with it. That's so much... I can't do it, man. It's too bad. Well, okay. That's too much HP, and he's immune anyways, so it's like... I think I just play these to get out of my hand, and I can buff other stuff, but... I won't do any damage this turn anyways. So much wasted damage. So much wasted damage. Gonna convert units. Well, I'm just gonna use these to maybe get Shamshir. No. However, we are doing a lot of damage, so I'm not really in any danger of dying. Gonna convert ally units. That's fine. Take a little bit of damage here. No problems with that. Well. Okay, I need that for my face. If I do it on my face, I can then play 2 expensive cards. Not that I really need to. I mean, I have no other use for our steel right now. I can't use this on S. It's fine. I want to roar. Get a little bit more damage in. No, I didn't use the protection. Oh, I'm a fool. I'm a fool. He's gonna be afraid of us now. I didn't save the protection. I could have been completely safe. This is unfortunate. This is very, very unfortunate. How much damage is he gonna do? Like 6 damage to our face? Do I care that much? Is it worth just setting up anyways? Probably. Oh, fuck. The converted units actually hit us a little bit. Okay, I mean, that was not bad at all. I can heal up. He's gonna go invincible, so we need to put in some DPS. Well, there's our protection. So I need to make sure to actually use that at some point. Maybe I'll do it now. And then this will use up one of those protections. All right. That was good. He's invulnerable for now, but that's actually fine. Completely and utterly fine. I mean, I'm just going to play these so that I have more stuff to trigger Shamshir procs. That's all that really matters. You won't take any damage this turn. Okay. Protection. Protected us. Surprise, surprise. He's going to convert units. We can probably buff. This is not a bad time to roar. Two HP. Well, I can kill him this turn. Bring it home. There you go. All right, despite using the alembic, which I really didn't need to do, it was a pretty easy win. Lots and lots of buffs. And that is why I like Giant Cross and Lion's Roar. Very, very good combo. Giant Cross is just the value you get from it over and over and over again. And the fact that Lion's Roar is a global buff, it's just incredible value. 2 mana for +3 attack is to literally everything. And then they also get +3 health. Hard to argue with that. The results kind of speak for themselves. All right, that is our deck. It actually got to the point where I didn't want to remove cards. Silver Cloak also helped, but we had so much HP it didn't really matter. It was just a nice way to feel safe. We didn't have to penny pinch for our HP in that final battle. All right, with that, I'll see you guys next time.